Hello and welcome to Middle East Matters here on France 24. I'm Tom Burgess-Watson. Coming up in the programme, taking matters into their own hands. Following a spate of lone wolf attacks, Israelis start revisiting the gun ownership debate. And missing their deadline, Iran and 6 world powers fail to reach a deal on the Islamic Republic's nuclear programme. In a moment, we'll take you on a tour of a nuclear reactor in Tehran. And a city divided in two. What was once Syria's commercial hub is now a city split down the middle. Thanks for joining us. Following a spate of deadly attacks in Jerusalem, many Israelis are now asking whether these could have been prevented with tighter security, in particular that attack on a synagogue which claimed the lives of 5 people. Well, the Minister of Public Security has offered one possible solution, namely easing the restrictions on gun ownership. Well, ever since then, Jerusalem's gun ranges have seen a spike in business. Our France 24 team went to find out why.
Following a deadly attack on a synagogue in West Jerusalem, business is on the rise at the city's gun shops.
Those who come here are people who were prevented for years from exchanging their old weapons for new ones. Now that they can, they're all coming to get a new gun, buy pepper spray, tasers and so on.
The owner of the Magnum 88 shooting range says that guns in the right hands can save Jewish lives.
If those folks caught up in the synagogue attack had been allowed to buy weapons, then it probably would have been a completely different story. I'm just saying.
The Israeli Minister of Public Security has decided to make it easier for some of those who live in Jerusalem to acquire firearms. 19-year-old Ariel and his girlfriend just finished their first ever shooting lesson.
They showed me how to handle a weapon, what to do if I have to shoot someone. If officers are present, it's always better to show them where the terrorist is and not pull out one's weapon. But if there's no other choice, then you can use it to defend yourself.
After local authorities confessed to being powerless against lone wolf assailants, some now feel that being armed is a duty, a matter of personal and public safety.
God forbid if I ever end up in a situation in a synagogue or in any other place where someone comes to launch a terror attack, I'll be ready to direct fire at the assailant and kill him to save the lives of others, God willing.
This gun shop owner says that civilians in Israel often play an important role in critical situations. He regrets that only 4% of them own weapons.
Today, the police says that 70% of all attacks by Muslim terror on Jews, 70% of it, civilians are the first response. So, of course, it has a huge contribution for people's safety.
Although gun laws have been loosened, the Public Security Ministry continues to demand that several criteria be met to buy a weapon. Those include being over 21, prolonged residency in Israel, mental and physical proficiency, but also passing background checks and shooting exams.
Now, after